I'm sorry, Sam. Just to make this hovel bearable. But as long as I'm with Sam, I could live anywhere, even this hole. I can't believe I did it. I prevailed, and I broke up Sam and Grace's perfect marriage. And now Sam's gonna be with me. Thanks, Bill. Where's David?
He's waiting outside. I thought that would be better.
You're really doing it. You're moving out.
I'm so sorry.
How can you do it? How can you do this to Daddy? Hasn't it sunk in yet, Jessica? Our mother isn't the person you thought she was. I caught on to her a long time ago. And now her true colors are finally being shown to everyone. She's nothing but a selfish, hypocritical bitch who doesn't give a damn about anyone else but herself.
I thought I'd lost you. God, I thought I'd never see you again. But you're here. You're back with your mommy. Yes, my sweetheart, everything is going to be all right now. Mommy is never going to let anyone take you from her ever again.
Not fair. I want my baby back. Your baby.
In a pig's eye. You honestly think you are ever going to hold that baby again? I have never seen so much maternal bonding.
I don't think you've had any experience in that department.
I know what I see when I see it. That baby stopped crying the minute it was back in its real mommy's arms. And even though Sheridan was only with her newborn for a couple of hours before you and Charlie Horse snatched it from her bosom, there's a part of her that recognizes him, remembers how he smells, what he feels.
Shut up, shut up.
Oh, you can sass me all you want, but that is not gonna get you, that baby, back. No, Sheridan has been reunited with her son, and wild horses couldn't make her give it up to anyone. Least of all you.
Antonio, I don't want to change anything, okay? I just want to put everything back the way it was before this whole nightmare began.
Well, I'm not just going to hand her over to you. I'm not giving up.
Antonio, look, Sheridan loves me, okay? Now, we've been in love for a long time. And no matter what you two had together, you can't change that, okay?
At least Sheridan is confused. Now, look, I may be so dumb that I didn't realize what was going on for all these months now. But I do know that Sheridan loves me. And she is my wife.
Yeah, well, not for long she isn't. Sheridan wants to be with me.
No, listen, violence will not solve anything. You two are brothers.
Well, why don't you tell that to my brother? The one who's been trying to steal my wife.
No!
I would hold the hand of the one who could lead me places and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of a bird I knew could take me high as breathe in, breathe out. Keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
Hey, stop. All right? There's no reason for you to be this hard on your mother.
Is that what you think, Miguel? Let me tell you something. A very short while ago, I might have agreed with you. In fact, that's exactly how I was feeling. That, you know, this is my mother. Maybe I've been judging her a little too harshly. That's right. I thought, hey, this is my mother. This is the woman who gave birth to me and raised me. She couldn't possibly be as self-centered and hateful as I've accused her of being.
I'm not, Kay.
No. See, that's the thing, Mom. You are. You've been worse than I imagined. I knew you didn't give a damn about me, but I gotta tell you, I never even considered that you'd treat Dad and Jessica the way you've treated me. Like yesterday's garbage.
Kay, stop. You're gonna regret these things later.
Oh, is she stopping you too, Charity? Are you too naive to realize it? Who would have guessed that St. Grace would be choosing John Boy and David over you?
That's not what I'm doing.
You could have fooled me. Dad and Jessica, too.
Kay, in time, your father will come to an understanding of the choice I made tonight, and so will you. Jessica, you know I love you. And I will always love you. And I will always be your mother. It's just that I'm going to be next door instead of here. Sweet.
You see, Mother? It's not just me you've walked all over this time.
There was always so much love in this house.
Just not enough to keep you here.
Sheridan, you don't know what you're saying, okay? That's my baby.
No, Sheridan knows that baby is hers, and from the looks of it, that little Bambino does too. All he ever did with you was whimper and cry. Now Luis is gonna come in here, he's gonna see Madonna and Child, and he's gonna know it too. No, he can't.
Doctor, you have got to do something. Sheridan won't give me my baby back.
I understand you're upset, Miss Wallace, and I've conferred with my comics.
Okay, and what did they say?
They agree this is an extraordinary situation. Mrs. Lopez Fitzgerald is suffering from something akin to post-traumatic stress syndrome after the death of her baby. So you can understand why we don't want to wrench your child out of her arms so quickly.
Yeah, but it's not her baby. It's mine.
Of course, and we understand your concern. But seeing as that there's no physical danger for your child, I'm asking you to give her a few more minutes with the infant.
But
The poor woman has been through so much already. And holding your baby seems to give her a calming effect, which may help her get through this trauma. Conversely, if we force her to relinquish the child, I'm afraid that it might have a deleterious effect on her condition.
I don't care. Go give her a tranquilizer. Give her something. I want my baby back. Okay? Now!
Get off me! I don't want to fight you.
No, I know you don't. You just want to steal my wife.
Antonio, I already told you how sorry I am.
Hey, sorry doesn't cut it anymore. You know, all those years ago, when I left town, you want to know the reason I came back to Harmony? To introduce the woman I love to my family. To Mama, Miguel, Teresa, and you, especially you, Luis.
I know.
I couldn't wait for you to meet the woman I was gonna marry. And now you tell me this? That you're in love with her? That you were in love with her before any of that ever happened?
Yeah, for years.
Why in the hell did you wait to tell me until now? I asked you to be my best man. What were you thinking?
Antonio, we thought you were dying.
Well, that's even worse, because I thought I had days to live, and I asked you after I was gone to take care of her. You were the one person that I trusted to take care of her. Oh, you guys must have had a good laugh over that one, huh?
Not really. It was rather agonizing, actually.
Oh, I bet it was. How'd you get Sheridan to go along with your little plan, and everyone else in town for that matter? I must have been the laughingstock of Harmony. And you, Mama, how could you keep such a terrible secret from me?
I prayed to the Lord to know what was right.
You know what? He gave you the wrong advice this time. I should have never came back.
Please, do not say that. I prayed for your safe return every day since you left.
I need to go see Sheridan. Antonio, wait. Just wait a second, all right? Look. We never meant to hurt you, all right? Sheridan loves you. Trust me. She loves you.
For over 20 years, we shared a home together. Raised a family. Worked hard at our future. I remember how we used to laugh, picturing ourselves way down the road. Two old married people sitting in their rockers in front of the fire, our grandchildren playing at our feet.
I remember.
I used to worry about Kay living in too much of a fantasy world. Now I see the one with the overactive imagination was me.
No, Sam, I envisioned those very same things.
I got all these pictures running through my mind. Like one of those old movie reels. They won't stop. All of the great times that we shared together. Anniversaries. Christmases. Kids' birthdays.
They were very special to me, too.
Then why aren't they important enough to keep you here? I don't know why I keep asking you any of these questions, because we already know your answer. I just hope that you find the kind of love with David I thought we shared with each other.
It's not about not loving you, Sam. I should go.
Got him, Mrs. Bennett.
Thank you. Gosh.
You can find it in your heart to understand her situation.
It's not her baby. It's mine.
Yeah, no one's saying otherwise.
Then go get him, okay? Either you march in there and get him, or I will.
I will try my best to ease this poor woman into handing over the baby. Nurse.
What are we gonna do?
Well, I was hoping Miss Lopez Fitzgerald would hand over the baby.
Oh, no chance of that. They're practically glued to one another, and the baby looks so calm and content.
No, unfortunately, Miss Wallace is insisting that we extricate the child immediately. She's quite upset.
Well, I don't blame her. I mean, if it was my child and it looked that happy with someone else, it would give me the willies, too. Although I guess I'd probably try to be big about it under these circumstances.
Exactly. But in any case, I have no choice but to try and get the poor woman to hand over the child.
You know what? Maybe I better go get her husband.
Excuse me, Nurse Potts. Listen, I'm very familiar with the family, and Sheridan's going to need a lot more than her husband when you take that baby away from her. So I may be good to get her brother-in-law, Luis, to come.
Okay, I'm going to see what I can do.
Oh, thank you so much. You are in for it now. Tootsie, did you hear that? She's going to get Luis. Luis is going to come here. He's going to see Sharon. He's going to see his baby. He's going to know the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Say amen, somebody. Amen. Yes.
I know Sheridan loves me. We fell in love on St. Lisa's Island. And that's where we decided that we were going to have our future together. We also realized that our destinies were the same, they always had been. And when I asked Sheridan to marry me, she said that was the happiest day of her life. Sheridan said she wanted to be with me forever. And that's exactly what I wanted. And we made a vow never to let anyone or anything come between us. And I know that she would not deliberately go against that vow, ever.
So what do you say?
To put it bluntly, Luis, you stole her from me. Your own brother.
What are we gonna do, Daddy?
It's gonna be okay. We'll get through this.
You were right about Mom. You were right all along.
Hey, you okay?
What about me, Miguel? Oh, well. My time is coming.
I saw this in my mind's eye so many times, you know, and I never believed that this premonition would come true.
I wish I knew what to say.
Hello? Yes? You're kidding. That's great. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Who was that?
You're never gonna guess, Miguel. It's the best news. Maria is doing so well that they said she can come home tomorrow. We finally get to bring our baby home.
That's great. That's great.
It's just so sudden. I don't even have her nursery ready at Tabitha's. I don't even think her crib's ready. You think you could do it tonight?
You know, actually, I kind of want to be with Charity just because, you know, she's so upset and everything.
Charity's so upset. It's my parents whose marriage just fell apart.
Yeah, I know. You know, but it's different for you. I mean, you've been mad at your mom for so long, it seems like it's a relief for you to see her go.
It's so unfair.
Well, I'm just, you know, telling it like I see it. Charity needs me right now.
Yeah, well, so does our baby.
Look, I'll tell you what, all right? I'll put the crib together first thing in the morning before we go to pick up Maria.
I don't believe this.
Do it now, Miguel. Seriously, Kay's right. Your baby's much more important than I am.
I don't see what difference a few hours is gonna make.
Please. Do what you need to do, you know, as a father. Family's really important right now.
Are you sure? I'll be right next door to Tabitha's if you need me.
Sam?
Don't shut me out, Sam. I really want to help.
You can't, Ivy.
Look, I know I'm not Grace. But you know I love you. I always have and I always will. So whatever you need, whatever you want, I'm here for you. I just wish that you would give us a chance like Grace is giving herself with David. Oh, Sam, what have I done?
Grace, this must be so awful for you.
I left Sam. I left my family. I left my home. What if I've made a terrible mistake?
Miss Lopez Fitzgerald?
Yes.
Pardon me for disturbing you, but I'd like to examine the baby.
The baby's fine. I would know. I'm the mommy.
I won't keep him long. I just want to make sure the little boy's okay.
My little boy.
Yes, that's a fine-looking son you've got there.
I had no idea I had a son. Wait until I tell Louise you have a little boy. Oh, my baby. Oh.
You went behind my back with the woman I loved, the woman you knew that I was going to marry.
Antonio, you're twisting this whole damn
Hell,
thing
you were
around.
still chasing her after I was married.
It's not what happened. Antonio, Sheridan and I were in love long before Sherry even laid eyes on you. We were engaged. We were going to be married. In fact, we were going to have a double wedding with Ethan and Teresa. The whole thing, it fell apart, all right? Now, even though we'd postponed our wedding, we were still going to take our honeymoon as planned, and that's why we were down in the islands. We were going to get married as soon as we came back to Harmony. The damn boat exploded. I thought Sheridan was dead, and she couldn't contact me because she had amnesia. That's when you rescued her, and well, I think you know the rest.
Even if I did believe your story, believe that you two were in love, I do know that once Sheridan decided to marry me, she put all that behind her.
Haven't you heard a word that I've been saying?
Yeah, I told you. She said that there was a guy that she was in love with. She couldn't remember his name or his face, but she decided to put that relationship to rest and start a new life with me.
That's because she thought I was dead.
Well, you know what? That doesn't matter anymore. Because you were her past, and I'm her future. And the one thing that I do know is when we came back to Harmony, Sheridan loved only me. And she only wanted to marry me. And you know that's the truth, Louise.
Look, if you think you made the wrong choice, it's not too late to change your mind.
I don't know. You know, I don't know right from wrong anymore. All I know is that it came to a head tonight, and I mean, I had to stop what I'd been doing, you know, make everybody go through my own inner turmoil. I had to put an end to the questions and the uncertainty. I just kept hoping that something dramatic would happen and I would get just hit square in the face with some kind of sign that would tell me if I was supposed to pick you or Sam. And then this terrible pain of having to decide would just be lifted. But that didn't happen. And I accepted that the decision had to be on me.
Look, you didn't act rashly or hastily. You listened to what was in your own heart. I know it's not easy, but I'm here to help you through it. And together, we can put all this sadness behind us.
Sam, all I want is a chance to prove my love to you.
What are you talking about, Ivy? My God. My wife. The woman I've made my life with for the last 20 years has just walked out on me and the children we had together to be with another man. She's gone. My wife, she left me. I can't even begin to process what's happened. I don't know which way's up. And here you are, talking about switching off my emotions like that.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to push.
I can't think of it. About anything right now, you or me or my future with or without anyone. I can't think about anything right now but losing my wife.
Boy, a son. I had a son. Louis will be so happy.
Miss Paulus.
Do you see that, huh? There is just nothing more beautiful than a new mommy bonding with her baby boy. Oh, I wish I had a son instead of you.
Antonio and Luis, I am begging you not to continue this conversation here.
Mama, this conversation is long overdue, right, Luis? I mean, any man worth his salt, you'd have come clean a long time ago.
Look, Antonio.
Don't you ever call me your brother again.
All right, fine, but for the last time, I didn't stab you in the back, and neither did Sheridan.
I know Sheridan didn't have anything to do with this. You manipulated her into going along with your plan.
Antonio, I'm telling you the truth. You just don't want to accept it.
Oh, what? That my wife's been seeing somebody behind my back since I've been married?
Since before you ever met her. Look, Antonio, neither Sheridan nor I ever meant to cause you any pain, okay?
Give me a break, Luis. Look, I told Sheridan if anyone ever tried to come between us, that I would kill them. Now it's time I made good on that promise.
I'm upset, too. Probably not as much as you are.
Okay, you're wrong if you think that I'm your mother's favorite.
Oh, I'm not talking about that. Although I know I'm right. You're more upset about my parents' breakup because it shakes your faith in the future you're planning with Miguel.
One thing has nothing to do with another.
You can't be serious. There are more parallels between you and Miguel and my mother and father and David than I can count. In case you missed the point, my mother ended up choosing to be with David, the first person she was involved with. And John, the son she left behind when she had amnesia, he's obviously more important to her now than the rest of her family.
I don't see what this has to do with me and Miguel.
Let me spell it out for you then. I was Miguel's first love.
You were best friends.
Who would have become lovers if you hadn't come into our lives. Miguel's admitted it himself. More importantly, Miguel and I now share a daughter together. Maybe he hasn't been a full-time dad to Maria yet, but I've got a feeling that's going to take a big toll on him. That's just the kind of guy Miguel is. Eventually, he's going to realize that to be the right kind of father to his little girl, he needs to be with me, not you. The same way my mother thinks that giving up my dad is doing the right thing for John. You have a right to be nervous, Charity, because sooner or later, Miguel's going to choose to be with me and Maria over you. Personally, I think it's going to be sooner rather than later.
I want you to know that through all the sadness and conflict, I love you truly. And I can only imagine the strength and courage it took to do what you did tonight. I promise I'm going to spend the rest of my life trying to make you as happy as I can. Trying to be worthy of your choosing me over a man I know you still love. I don't want you to ever regret the choice you made tonight.
David, it just hurts so much. I don't know if it's going to stop.
Maybe I'm in shock. I've seen hundreds, probably thousands of people suffer from shock in my police career, but I've never experienced it myself until right now.
That's why I'm here, Sam. I just want to help you get through this.
I just watched my family get torn apart by the seams. Not by an outsider. Not even by you. The person Grace always felt most threatened by. Our family is ripped apart by Grace herself. My daughters need me. Jessica looks like she's an odd hitter. And Charity. Kay wants us to think that she has it under control, but I know her. She's just as devastated as Jessica. Charity and I are. And Noah. Jeez, how am I going to tell Noah?
I thought you already talked to him.
No, I called the dorm, but he wasn't in. My God. I'm going to tell my son that the home he's known all these years will never be the same.
I could tell him with you.
I need to do it myself.
Sam, I'm sorry, but I can't believe that Grace is putting you through this.
Neither can I. I know it's not easy for her. She's got to be in just as much pain as the rest of us.
I'm not so sure, Sam. I'm not sure Grace is feeling any pain at all.
My marriage is sacred to me. And no one, including my brother, is going to take my wife away from me.
Oh, I understand you being upset, but it's not what you think. Antonio Sheridan loves me as much as I love her.
Damn you!
Stop it, you two are brothers. Stop it.
Not anymore, we're not. Not anymore.
Stop it, for goodness sakes. What are you doing?
You need to come. Sheridan needs you.
You know I'm right, don't you, Charity? You have every reason to worry that Miguel's gonna leave you for me.
I can't believe you're doing this. Minutes after your mom left the house.
Oh, I think the timing was ideal. If my parents' perfect marriage can be destroyed, there's definitely not much hope for your relationship with Miguel. You're not even married, and I'm the mother of his baby.
What's going on?
I'm just gonna go get some air.
Okay, well, I gotta go to the hardware store to pick up some stuff from Maria's crib so we can walk together. I'll see you later.
Take your time. Take all the time you want for now, Charity. Miguel's gonna be mine very soon.
Sam, if you think I'm getting any joy out of Grace leaving you, I'm not really. That's why I think probably you should go to the living room right now.
Stop playing games with me, Ivy.
Damn it, Sam. I didn't want you to see that. Don't worry, Sam. You're not alone. I'm here.
My baby boy. My beautiful baby boy. Mommy will never leave you ever again.
You said you would get my baby back.
I can't do it this second. It would be too traumatic for Mrs. Lopez Fitzgerald after what she's been through. Now, please, for heaven's sake, Miss Wallace, her own child just died. Have a heart.
Yeah, Betty, have a heart.
We should at least wait until the father gets here. Sheridan, you all right?
Luis, you're here. Look at him. Isn't he beautiful?
Yeah? But
He's ours. We have a son. You and I have a beautiful baby boy.
Antonio, you know what? Just give me a moment, mijo.
Not now, Mama. My wife needs me.
Well, there are other people in there with her. They'll tend to her needs. It's you I'm worried about right now.
Well, you know what? Don't worry about me, because I'm fine.
No, I'm afraid not, mijo. I know what you've heard is devastating, but violence and hatred, no good can come of that. We will deal with this situation together as a family.
The only family I have right now is my wife and the baby we had together. And even though the baby is lost to us, that's more of a bond than Luis and her will ever have. Now, excuse me.
We have a son. I mean, our beautiful baby boy.